Love is not about finding the perfect person, but about seeing an imperfect person perfectly. Sam Keen. It's important to understand that God's guidance in our relationships isn't always obvious at first. Just because you're feeling uncertain or confused doesn't automatically mean that God is telling you to walk away from someone. As I've shared in previous videos, while God doesn't cause confusion, He does allow it for specific purposes, especially in matters of the heart. You can check out those videos to dive deeper into why confusion might occur by clicking the card in the upper corner of your screen. However, there are moments when God's message is crystal clear, when He's showing you that it's time to pursue a relationship with someone. In this video, we'll explore 5 distinct signs that indicate God is encouraging you to move forward and date that person. Unlike other videos where a single sign might give you some insight, this is one of those situations where I'd encourage you to consider all 5 signs. To truly understand if God is leading you to date someone, you should recognize several of these signs, not just one or two. Let's get into it. Number 1. God probably wants you to date this person if you're equally yoked and you are romantically attracted to them. If you're wondering whether God wants you to date someone, it's not just about being equally yoked or feeling that romantic spark. Both need to align for the answer to be clear. The first sign that God might be guiding you towards this person is if you're equally yoked and genuinely attracted to them. However, don't mistake being equally yoked as an automatic yes from God. That's only part of the equation. The other critical piece is the deep, genuine romantic interest you feel for them. If God is calling you to pursue this person, you'll find that your desires for them are divinely planted, aligning your heart with His will. It's important to note that just because you're on the same spiritual page, it doesn't automatically mean the relationship is meant to happen. If your heart isn't in it, if you're not feeling that pull, that's a sign that you need to pause and reconsider. Now, don't get caught up in the mental gymnastics of trying to make something work if it doesn't feel right. The Bible is crystal clear on one point: you must not be unequally yoked with someone. That's a rule that stands firm, regardless of how strongly you feel about this person. Just because someone else's relationship worked out after being unequally yoked doesn't mean it's okay for you to ignore the scriptures. Sure, maybe that person came to Christ later, but that's not a reason to justify disobeying God's commands. You must stop looking for exceptions and start reading the scriptures for what they truly say. God's will doesn't need your compromise, and His word doesn't change because of someone else's story. You must also understand that being unequally yoked isn't just a suggestion, it's a command that carries serious consequences. Disobedience to God's word, even in the smallest areas, always leads to trouble. Just because you see other relationships where one person became a Christian after being in a relationship with someone who wasn't doesn't mean God needs you to break His rule to bring about salvation. God can save anyone at any time, but you must be obedient in the process. Your job is to trust Him and honor His word. If He wants to bring this person to Christ, He will do it without requiring you to step outside His boundaries. Remember, God's plan is always good, and it's never about bending the rules to make something work. If this relationship is truly His will, you'll see the confirmation in your heart and spirit. You won't have to force it, and you won't need to justify your choices to anyone. Instead, keep it simple. Obey God's word, trust His guidance, and let your desires be aligned with His. If you're equally yoked and feel that romantic connection, that's the moment to step forward, but only if both pieces fit together perfectly. Anything else is just disobedience, and you know what happens then. So don't gamble with your future. Trust God's timing, follow His word, and watch how He'll guide you to the right person at the right time. Number 2. God clearly wants you to date that person if they also want to date you. Let's get real for a moment. If you've already established that you're equally yoked with someone, meaning you both share core beliefs, values, and a mutual understanding of your purpose in life, you're halfway there. But here's the crucial next step. Does this person also want to date you? If the answer is yes, then God's hand is likely already at work. Now, you might be sitting there asking yourself, does God really want me to date this person? But instead of dwelling on the does He want me to question, try flipping it around. Start asking yourself, why wouldn't God want me to date this person? There's something powerful in shifting your perspective this way. If both of you are on the same page, both seeking God's will, and both invested in honoring Him through this potential relationship, then why would God stand in the way? Think about it. God created love. It's not just some happy accident that we feel drawn to others, especially those who share our faith. God delights in His children pursuing love and companionship. Romance is a gift He gave us. When two people, both committed to living for Him, express an interest in being with one another, that's a celebration of God's design for relationships. So, if everything checks out on your side and theirs, it's a clear sign God likely wants you to date this person. But you've got to consider this through a lens of wisdom, not just wishful thinking. Look at the situation honestly. Are there any glaring red flags that say, don't go there? Are there values misalignments or life choices that directly oppose what you believe and the person you strive to be? If that's the case, maybe it's not the right match. But if all signs point to go, then it's a wonderful confirmation that God is in this and wants you to move forward. This doesn't mean dating should be rushed, though. Patience is essential, but so is the confidence that God is guiding you. There's no reason to second guess when both parties are willing, open, and pursuing this with an intention to honor God. Dating with purpose is key. Don't get sidetracked by worldly distractions or fleeting emotions. Remember, a relationship built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to God's will is a relationship worth exploring. So, don't overcomplicate it. Don't get bogged down by indecision or fear. The truth is simple. If this person also wants to date you, and you've both been prayerfully seeking God's guidance, it's a solid sign that God is in this. You don't need to look for complicated signs or convoluted answers. Sometimes it's just that simple. God clearly wants you to date that person if they also want to date you. It's not a coincidence. It's part of God's plan. And here's the thing you absolutely must understand. God's timing is perfect, and so is His plan. He will open doors where you least expect it. You might be surprised how smoothly things unfold when you align with His will. That doesn't mean there won't be challenges ahead. It doesn't mean the relationship will be easy, but it does mean you're on the right track. You have to remember that dating isn't just about the excitement of a potential relationship. It's about honoring God through every step. Be intentional. Be patient. But most importantly, be open to what God has planned for you. Don't hold back just because you're unsure or scared of getting hurt. God's plan is greater than any fears you might have. In the end, God clearly wants you to date that person if they also want to date you. That's the sign you've been waiting for. It's not about rushing or doubting. It's about walking forward in faith and trust that God is leading both of you towards something beautiful. So, step boldly into that next chapter. You've got this. Number 3, God clearly wants you to date that person if you are prepared to honor Him and your heart's ready to be in a biblical relationship. God is clearly signaling that you should pursue a relationship if you are fully committed to honoring Him and your heart is prepared for a biblical partnership. Sometimes, rather than waiting for an unmistakable, thunderous sign, it's more effective to simply ask yourself, is there any reason not to? The absence of clear red flags often serves as a green light from God. Pay attention to your heart's condition. Are you healing from a past relationship, or are you rushing in to avoid facing your pain? Is your desire for this person based on shallow reasons, or do you see them through the lens of genuine, God-ordained love? It's crucial to examine your motives before diving into any relationship. Hidden sin, unresolved issues, or the wrong intentions can prevent you from building a strong, God-centered relationship. Take a moment to reflect. If your heart is pure and your motivations align with God's word, the path forward becomes clearer. Remember, in Song of Solomon 8 verse 4, it says, "Do not arouse or awaken love until it so desires." This means that love should not be forced or rushed. It must be ready to bloom when both hearts are aligned with God's timing and purpose. Don't rush into relationships because of loneliness or impatience. God's timing is always perfect, and the right relationship will flourish when your heart is in sync with His will. Take the time to ask yourself the tough questions. Are you ready to honor God in this relationship? Are you seeking His will first? When you have peace and clarity, trust that this is the time to step forward. God is calling you to embrace love, but only when your heart is prepared and when you are ready to enter into a relationship with honor and purpose. This is how God clearly wants you to date, when you are spiritually ready and aligned with His will. Take your time, wait for God's green light, and when it comes, walk confidently, knowing this relationship is blessed and built on a solid foundation of faith. As Dr. Tony Evans once said, God is the only one who can guide you to the right relationship. Trust in His plan and wait for His timing. Stay strong, stay focused, and let God's peace lead you every step of the way. Number 4, God clearly wants you to date this person if you really like this person and you want to date, but you're asking, is this person a one? God clearly wants you to date someone if you're seriously attracted to them, you enjoy their company, and deep down, you're wondering, is this the one? Too often, Christians get caught in a mental loop, asking the wrong questions about marriage before they even consider the basics of dating. Rather than praying, Lord, is this the person I should be dating right now? They dive straight into, Lord, is this the person you want me to marry? It's easy to get tangled up in these big, life altering questions, but here's the thing: God's will doesn't always come to you as a bolt of lightning or a booming voice from the sky. Instead, He speaks to us through His Word, through the Holy Spirit in our hearts, and through the real world circumstances surrounding us. That means God doesn't typically give you a clear answer about marriage on day one. He wants you to take the journey. Dating is often part of His plan to reveal His will. It's not wise to make life changing decisions without multiple confirmations. And while it's clear that if you know God says, this is the one, then you should step forward and marry them without hesitation, it's just as clear that if you're questioning whether this person is the one for marriage, God is often nudging you to take the next step. Date them. Dating is God's tool to help you both discover His plans for your future, revealing more about His will as the relationship unfolds. The process of dating is, in itself, part of discerning God's direction. Don't skip it, and don't jump to conclusions too quickly. You must understand that God's guidance isn't always instantaneous, but it's often found in the process, the steps, and the timing. If you feel that deep, authentic connection, and you're genuinely wondering if this could be the one, don't run away from it. Instead, take that step of faith and trust the process. God will make it clear through your actions, the timing, and the unfolding circumstances whether this person is the one for marriage or whether they are just part of the journey. So, don't be afraid to date, because dating is often the means God uses to unfold His greater plan for your life and your future relationships. Keep trusting Him, keep seeking His guidance, and keep asking the right questions at the right time. If this person is the one, you'll know, but if you're unsure, don't be afraid to date. Number 5, God clearly wants you to date this person if you two have maxed out the levels of a healthy friendship, but you also want to keep connecting in a deeper way with each other. Let's talk about something that many Christian men and women can relate to: the fine line between a strong friendship and the potential for something deeper. It's easy to think of a friendship as purely platonic. Yet, when you're spending significant time with someone of the opposite sex and that friendship begins to grow in depth, there's an undeniable shift. You begin to feel something more. It's like the difference between a cozy little campfire and a roaring bonfire. You can feel the warmth, and you know it's different. That is when God might be giving you a sign to take things to the next level. If you've maxed out the levels of a healthy friendship, and yet there's an undeniable longing for more, maybe God is asking you to take the plunge. Now, don't misunderstand. Friendships are wonderful and valuable, especially for Christian singles. But let's get real. When a man and a woman are in a friendship, there's always an extra layer, an extra dynamic that doesn't exist in same-sex friendships. That layer is what we call attraction. It's natural. It's human. But when you're in a friendship with someone and things start to feel too intense, emotionally speaking, and you realize you're thinking about them in ways that are deeper than friendship, it's time to reflect on what's going on. You must be honest with yourself. If your heart is craving something more, something beyond mere friendship, it's crucial to acknowledge it. Ignoring that urge can lead to unnecessary emotional pain. Why? Because when the emotional intimacy between a man and a woman exceeds their commitment to one another, it creates confusion, doubt, and sometimes even heartbreak. Emotional pain can creep in when you feel something more for someone, but you haven't made the commitment to take it further. That is when things start to feel out of balance. Trust me, it's much easier to keep things simple when both of you are committed to staying within the healthy boundaries of a friendship with no expectation of more. But when one or both people start desiring more, that's where emotional entanglement happens, and that's when pain sets in. You need to ask yourself, do I want to keep this relationship just as a friendship, or am I longing for something more? This is where God often steps in, providing the clarity you need. If your relationship has deepened to the point where you two can't imagine life without one another in your hearts, it may be time to listen to that still, small voice guiding you towards something deeper. God doesn't want you to live in confusion. Here's the key: you don't have to suffer in silence. If you are genuinely looking for clarity, God will help you sort out your feelings. Sometimes the simplest way to determine whether God is calling you to date someone is to assess how deeply you connect emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. If the connection has reached its peak in friendship and you're both feeling a pull towards something more, then that might be God's nudge for you to step forward and take the risk. Be proactive in your pursuit. The next step isn't complicated. You need to decide to do something about it. You must take that step. That is, when you feel that undeniable connection and realize the friendship has maxed out, it's time to move forward. The commitment to each other needs to match the depth of your feelings. You can't keep things one-sided or just flirt around the edges forever. That's not fair to anyone involved. God calls us to pursue healthy, meaningful relationships. If there is love growing between you, don't shy away from it because of fear or uncertainty. If you feel God's calling in your heart, listen to it. He's not setting you up for failure, he's setting you up for success in a deeper, more meaningful relationship. There's a balance to be found here between friendship and romance. Don't mistake the warmth of a deep friendship for the excitement of new romantic love. But do pay attention to that yearning for something more. That is God calling you to move forward. The importance of commitment. One of the most important things to recognize in any relationship is the role of commitment. Friendship alone can only sustain a certain level of emotional connection before you start needing more from one another. If you've reached that point, the next step is commitment. It doesn't have to be a full-blown declaration of love right away, but both of you must be willing to grow the relationship in a way that feels responsible, intentional, and safe. That means acknowledging the potential for more and then taking the time to explore it with God at the center. Don't ignore the signals. God clearly wants you to date someone if you've hit the peak of a healthy friendship and want to connect deeper with that person. If you feel the desire for more, you must be open to it, even if it feels a bit scary. Don't let the fear of the unknown hold you back from exploring the potential for something beautiful. Trust that God's plan is always bigger than our doubts. Number 6, God clearly wants you to date that person if you feel peace and confirmation in your spirit about them. This isn't just a fleeting emotion or a temporary sense of calm. No, this peace is much deeper. It's a quiet, unshakable assurance that settles into your heart, a profound knowing that transcends all the chaos and confusion around you. When God is guiding you toward someone, you will feel it in your spirit, this gentle yet powerful confirmation that this relationship, despite its flaws and challenges, is part of His divine plan for your life. Relationships, as we all know, are never perfect, and they are never without their struggles. If you think every relationship is supposed to be easy, you'll quickly realize that's not the case. However, the key is not in the absence of problems, but in the presence of peace in the midst of them. That's the feeling you should look for, peace, even when things aren't going exactly as you hoped. Think about it. If you've been praying for clarity, seeking God's will in your life, and specifically asking for guidance about this person, and you continue to feel a sense of peace, that's not a coincidence. It's God's way of confirming that you are on the right path. This peace is not a fleeting moment or something that fades with time. It's consistent, it's stable, and it has a staying power that outlasts any doubt or fear you might have. You must trust that peace, even when there are challenges that pop up along the way. The enemy loves to throw distractions and struggles into our lives to shake us, to get us to question our decisions and to make us feel uncertain. But the peace from God stands firm. It's like a lighthouse in a storm, guiding you back to the truth, showing you that no matter the struggles, you're in the center of His will. You need to understand that peace isn't the absence of difficulty. It's the assurance that you are right where you need to be, doing what God has called you to do, even when the road ahead feels difficult. That's why it's crucial to rely on that inner peace as a compass. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of daily life, in the worries of the world, or in the opinions of others. But you must tune out all the distractions and pay attention to that still, small voice within you. The peace you feel is not a coincidence, and it's not something you should dismiss or overlook. God's peace is a divine confirmation, a sign that you are in alignment with His plan. When you are in a relationship or considering one, and you feel a consistent, overwhelming peace, that's God's stamp of approval. It's the confirmation that this is the right person for you to pursue. And don't mistake this peace for everything being perfect or easy. Remember, relationships take work. There will be hard times, miscommunications, and challenges that require effort and perseverance. But despite all that, if you still feel a deep sense of peace in your spirit, that is God's way of telling you, keep going. You must trust in that peace. Even when things don't make sense or you're feeling unsure about the next step, that peace will guide you. So, what do you do with this peace? You don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it as something trivial. This peace is not just a nice feeling, it is a powerful tool. It is the Holy Spirit confirming that you are where you are supposed to be. You must embrace it, hold on to it, and let it reassure you. It's easy to be swept up in the emotions and excitement of a new relationship, but the peace that comes from God is not about emotions. It's about a deep, unwavering confidence that you are making the right decision. When God is leading you, peace will follow, and that peace is your greatest confirmation that you are walking in His will. When you feel peace in your spirit about someone, and this peace continues to grow and deepen over time, that's your sign. Don't second guess it. Don't allow doubts to creep in. Don't listen to the voices around you that say it's too soon or that you need to wait for things to be perfect. Trust the peace you feel. Trust that God is working in ways you might not fully understand yet, and He's showing you the right path through the peaceful assurance that fills your heart. If you are at peace with this person, if you feel calm and secure, even amidst any struggles or challenges, you can know with confidence that this is God's will for your life. Let that peace be your guide and your anchor in times of uncertainty. Keep praying, keep seeking God's guidance, and trust that His peace will continue to lead you in the right direction. It's not just about feelings, it's about trust, faith, and the deep assurance that comes from knowing you are in the center of God's will. Number 7, God clearly wants you to date that person if you've had multiple signs, confirmations, or prophetic words pointing to them. God speaks to us in mysterious ways, but He also speaks clearly when He's trying to get our attention. Sometimes, it's not just one little sign that lets you know you're on the right track. It's an overwhelming number of signs, confirmations, and even prophetic words. You've probably experienced that strange moment when you've heard something, seen something, or even felt something that seems too specific to be a coincidence. That's God's way of telling you this is it. It's easy to think that the first sign is just a random event. But what if it isn't? What if that unexpected thought or conversation you had with a friend was more than just a passing moment? What if it was a piece of the puzzle? That's when you must pay attention, because God can confirm His will in multiple ways, and sometimes He doesn't just send one simple sign. He'll show you through personal revelations, messages from others, or even through a sermon that feels like it was written just for you. You might be going about your day, minding your business, when suddenly someone shares a word of encouragement or a piece of advice that seems to echo exactly what you've been thinking about. That's no accident. The world isn't out to send you cosmic hints. It's God working through others, making sure you're seeing the bigger picture. You may also find that a sermon you heard a week ago or a conversation with a mentor aligns perfectly with the situation you're facing. If everything is pointing you in the same direction, it's time to open your eyes wide and listen to what's being said. And then, there's that moment when you feel a deep peace in your heart. It's like you just know in the core of your being that something is right. This isn't about your feelings clouding your judgment. It's about a spiritual alignment with God's purpose for you. When multiple signs align with His Word and you feel that inner peace that can only come from Him, it's a clear message. Don't ignore this opportunity. You must recognize the power of confirmation. Don't let the noise of doubt drown out the quiet certainty you feel. God doesn't want to leave you guessing about His will. The truth is, if He has given you numerous signs, messages, or prophecies that point toward the same thing, He's not just suggesting that you date this person, He's clearly showing you the way. Trust in that. Don't brush it off as coincidence or a series of flukes. That's the power of God at work, orchestrating events and speaking directly to you. The signs could come in various forms, whether through someone else's prophetic words, a song you hear, or even an unexpected dream. All of these are part of God's language, and you must listen closely. You cannot afford to ignore them. That is, if you've been receiving clear signs over time and they seem to align with His will and His word, this is a strong indication that God is directing you to take action. Be bold and move forward in faith, knowing that God's hand is upon you and guiding your steps. You'll also notice that the signs don't just come once and then fade away. They persist. It's almost as if God is knocking louder, urging you to pay attention, to see that He is actively involved in this part of your life. If these signs align with the principles of God's Word, it's not a coincidence. That is the very moment when you must step forward and embrace the relationship that God has planned for you. Don't wait for the signs to multiply infinitely before you make a move. When they've been clear and consistent, it's time to act. The beauty of God's guidance is that it isn't subtle when He truly wants you to pursue something. So, if you've received a string of confirmations, whether through scripture, friends, dreams, or even a deep spiritual awareness, don't second guess yourself. That is the moment when you need to trust His voice and His direction, and let those signs lead you to the one you're meant to be with. It's easy to get caught up in confusion, especially when it comes to relationships. But when God's message is this clear, you have no reason to hesitate. Don't be afraid to step into what God has already laid before you. The door is open and the signs have been given. Now it's time for you to walk through it. So, if multiple signs, prophetic words, and clear confirmations are guiding you toward this person, do not ignore them. Listen carefully, trust in what God is showing you, and take that next step. You must be bold. You must be confident in the fact that God is with you. This is His plan unfolding before your eyes. Number 8, God clearly wants you to date that person if you both complement each other in your strengths and weaknesses. Listen carefully. Life is not about perfection. It's about purpose. A healthy, thriving relationship is not built on two flawless individuals coming together. It's about two imperfect people, fully aware of their shortcomings, who are willing to support, balance, and strengthen each other. Think about it. When one person is weak in an area, the other stands strong. It's not a flaw, it's a divine partnership. God's design for relationships isn't to make you feel complete by finding someone who mirrors you, but by finding someone who complements you. This is what makes you stronger. If you both bring distinct qualities that help balance one another's weaknesses, then you are not only growing together, but also becoming a more united, God-centered force. Maybe you're both deeply passionate about serving God, but in completely different ways. Perhaps one of you is great with finances and the other is amazing with family. Or one brings a fierce drive, while the other brings a calm sense of peace. These differences don't create distance, they create strength, unity, and mutual respect. As C.S. Lewis once said, true love is not about perfection. It is about two people who embrace each other's imperfections. That is exactly what God wants for you. It is when these differences come together in harmony that you start to see the kind of bond that is not only unbreakable, but divinely inspired. The key is recognizing how your differences, your unique qualities, and even your weaknesses enhance your compatibility. If you see how your strengths match and elevate each other's weaknesses, that's the green light. It's clear that God is leading you to them. God's plan isn't about two people finding someone who is just like them. It's about finding someone who will help them grow, evolve, and build a stronger, more purpose-driven life together. So, if you find someone who makes you better, who challenges you, who helps you become the best version of yourself, that's not a coincidence. That's God's design at work. You must see this as his hand guiding you, calling you to step forward in faith and embrace the strength of the union he has set before you. You are not meant to walk this life alone. The right partner will lift you up, support your journey, and complement your weaknesses. And as you do the same for them, together you will create a bond that is not only rooted in love, but also in God's purpose. This is the kind of relationship that leads to fulfillment, growth, and a lasting legacy. This is the kind of relationship God wants you to have. Don't ignore it. Step into it boldly with confidence and conviction. God has already shown you the way. Number 9, God clearly wants you to date that person if both of you are eager to grow spiritually together. When two people come together in a relationship, not just to share affection or companionship, but to build each other up in faith, something profoundly powerful happens. It's a connection that transcends physical attraction and emotional attachment. This is a relationship that is being cultivated with the purpose of strengthening both individuals spiritually. You must realize that growing spiritually together is not about perfection or always having everything figured out. It's about being willing to take the journey together, to pray together, and to support one another in your walk with God, no matter what life throws your way. If both of you are excited about growing in your faith, if your hearts are aligned in seeking a deeper relationship with God and each other, that's an unmistakable sign that God might be leading you toward a deeper, more meaningful connection. A relationship rooted in the desire to grow spiritually doesn't mean that everything will be easy or that there will never be struggles. In fact, if both of you are truly committed to deepening your faith, challenges are inevitable. But what's different is that you will choose to face these struggles together with a mindset of growth, both individually and as a couple. There will be moments of disagreement, hardships, and tough times, but these won't be times to pull away from each other. There'll be opportunities to grow stronger in your relationship with God. You must understand that when God is in the center of your relationship, those challenges become moments where you learn to rely on His strength, to grow together through prayer, through scripture, and through supporting one another in your spiritual journey. This commitment to growth, even through difficulty, forms the foundation for a lasting, God-honoring relationship. A key element of this growth is having the shared goal of growing in the Lord. If both of you are equally eager to strengthen your prayer lives together, to be intentional about learning from the Bible, and to encourage each other to be better versions of yourselves in Christ, that's a clear sign that God may be calling you to pursue a deeper relationship. The foundation of your relationship isn't just built on physical attraction or compatibility, but on the desire to honor God together. Remember, this type of relationship isn't about looking perfect. It's about being willing to be real with each other, to admit that you're both works in progress, and yet still choosing to pursue God's will together. It's about understanding that both of you are on a journey of transformation and choosing to walk that path together with purpose. When you both share a heart for growing closer to God and making Him the center of your relationship, you create an atmosphere that invites spiritual growth. You must actively seek opportunities to pray together, to study scripture, and to discuss the things of God. These things aren't just tasks to check off your list. They're lifelines that deepen your bond and strengthen your faith. If you're both committed to growing together, you'll support each other's individual spiritual growth as well. It's not about one person dragging the other along. It's about both individuals lifting each other up, encouraging each other to go deeper in their relationship with Christ. The beauty of a relationship rooted in spiritual growth is that it fosters a deep sense of unity and purpose that can withstand the tests of time. That is the power of a spiritually focused relationship. When God is at the center, the whole dynamic changes. You must recognize that God isn't just giving you a person to be with. He's giving you a partner to help you grow in your faith, to challenge you, and to walk alongside you as you both pursue His purpose for your lives. If you and the person you're with are genuinely excited about growing spiritually together, do not take that lightly. That is God's unmistakable call to take this relationship deeper. Don't ignore it. Embrace it. Cherish it. Keep nurturing that shared desire to grow in the Lord. And know that when you build your relationship on the solid foundation of mutual spiritual growth, it will not only withstand the challenges that come your way, but will become a beautiful testimony of God's faithfulness and His perfect plan for your lives. Let your relationship be one where you both encourage each other to live fully in the will of God, to pray boldly, to grow stronger in His Word, and to walk in His light. And as you continue to do this, you'll see the power of your relationship flourish, anchored firmly in faith and love. All right, that's all for today. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. It really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate your support. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's topic. Do you agree with what we discussed? Or maybe you have some thoughts or experiences you'd like to share. Drop your comments below, I read them all, and I'm excited to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and remember, the right relationship is just around the corner if you're open to it. Stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one.